friends, it's Miss Settles again. On day 3, you were asked to remember the book that you read yesterday and think of an unknown word in that book and try to describe it or use it in a sentence. So let's think back to yesterday when I read you the story of the true story of the 3 little pigs. Now, as I was reading the story yesterday, we came across a word that I want us to talk about. That word is impolite. I'm going to reread a little bit to you. And do you know what that rude little porker answered? "Get out of here, wolf. Don't bother me again." Talk about impolite. So let's talk about what the word impolite might mean and try to use it in a sentence. So I want you to think about what the pig did that was impolite. Remember, the prefix "im" means not, so not polite or not well-mannered. What did he say that was not polite? He said, "Get out of here, wolf, and don't bother me again." That's a very rude thing to say to someone, so that is an example of impoliteness. So on our chart, I wrote the word impolite, and I thought of a couple of sentences with that word. The first sentence I wrote is, "It is impolite to chew with your mouth open." And of course I have capitals and periods in that sentence because that's what we do in 2nd grade. And then the second sentence I wrote with the word impolite is, "The girl was impolite when she didn't hold the door for the person behind her." We practice that all the time at school. We practice holding the door for the person who's in line behind us. So those are just 2 sentences using the word impolite. Now, you probably chose a different word from the book you read, and you probably thought of your own sentence with that word. And that is what you're supposed to be doing, so good job with that. I also wanted to remind you today about being word detectives whenever you're reading. Remember, good readers are always using these strategies, and you are a great reader. So remember to think about eagle eye and look at the picture for clues when you come to an unknown word. Remember, lips the fish, say the first sound. Stretchy the snake reminds us to stretch the word out. Chunky monkey reminds us to look for chunks in the word, break the word apart, and read the parts. Flippy dolphin says to flip the vowel sound. So remember, vowels can make different sounds, and you may have to try different sounds to figure out your word. Skippy frog, this is one we've gotten so good at in 2nd grade. Skippy frog reminds you to skip the word. So if you come to an unknown word, skip it, read on, and then go back and think about what word would make sense. And that takes us to Try and Lion, who says to try a word that makes sense. Always ask yourself as you're reading, does the story make sense? Does it sound right? Does it look right? And that's your way of being a great word detective as you're reading. Bye for now, 2nd graders.